Coming up, we all know diamonds are a girl's best friend, but do they fit into your investment portfolio? We'll have some experts weigh in. That's next. North American markets finished in the red. If stocks or bonds aren't delivering the kind of returns you'd like, perhaps it's time to consider alternatives like colored diamonds, one of the rarest elements on Earth. Reznick is CEO of Capital Colored Diamonds. James Gagliardini is the director of Capital Colored Diamonds. They both join us in studio with a lot of sparkly stuff. The entire studio is sparkling, which is nice just in time for Christmas. Cheryle, we'll start with you. Okay. Why colored diamonds? Why are they a better investment than clear diamonds?
The return on colored diamonds is much higher than any other investment that you can possibly do today. Stocks, bonds, real estate, colored diamonds.
Can you give me an example with something there, how much it's appreciated in value?
I'll give you an example with this ring.
Yeah.
I bought this ring 2 years ago, and I sold it to a client. Within this year, it's appreciated 60%, and he took it off the market. He does not want to sell it.
Give us some numbers on that ring. That's a big rock. How many carats?
It's over $1 million. It's 18.5 carats, and it's a fancy yellow.
Yeah.
And the longer you hold colored diamonds at the moment, the more you're going to make on them.
If you tip your hand that way there, maybe the camera can get it, because it is absolutely gorgeous. I always wonder with jewelry like that, you can't wear that in public. That's the irony about this, right? Is people who actually can afford this kind of jewelry, they wear fake jewelry.
Yeah, yeah. This you keep in the bank and you forget about it. With colored diamonds, the longer you hold them, the more money you're going to make them.
James, where do these colored diamonds come from, and what makes them so unique vis-a-vis a perfect VS1? I remember my diamond technology.
Well, you're very close there, but what we've got here, this is a 17-carat fancy intense yellow, flawless, internally flawless, paired up with two 6-carat fancy intense yellow diamonds, flawless, internally flawless. Now, these stones here, the intense is a 7 out of 9 in terms of color saturation. So when you're looking for investment quality, you want to be in the 7, which is intense, 8, which is deep, or 9, which is vivid. So that gives you the most return on your investment.
Where do they come from?
Yellows, most of the yellows come from South Africa. The two pinks that we have on our display here on the side come from the Argyle mine in Western Australia, which produces 90% of the world's pink diamonds.
So what happens when the Argyle mine is depleted? Is there no other place you can get a pink diamond?
There is other places. South Africa produces some, but over 90% come from South Africa, and the mine actually is depleting and will close in between 2016 and 2018.
So the ring, Cheryle, that you're wearing is worth $1 million. Can I ask how much all of this is worth?
Well, this set here is over $2 million, and we have two of the pink Argyle rings. One is 150,000, one is 50,000.
Okay.
But this one here is just a quarter of a carat. This is a half a carat.
So for most of our viewers out there, investing in this kind of jewelry is not an option, right? Most people don't have that kind of cash to invest. Is there another way you can invest via an ETF or a fund or something in the diamond industry?
There is funds that are available, but you don't necessarily have to go for a 17-carat intense yellow flawless. You can start off with a 1 carat and start off anywhere in the range of 10,000 to 15,000. We even have stones at 2,000.
The premise here is that instead of buying a traditional white diamond, of which there's millions of them out there, I guess, go into these colored diamonds. Now, is there a fad aspect to this? I mean, I'm looking at it as an investment, saying to myself, all right, if I'm going to put $1 million into that ring, and I bought it for $1 million, I'd want to make at least 7% return, and I'd want the ability to be able to sell it and not get whacked with a 15 or 20% sales commission. What is the cost of transacting diamonds like that? If I buy it from you and I want to sell it again, what's the commission I have to pay to do that?
It depends how you actually sell the stone. A lot of these jewelry pieces go into auction, and a buyer's premium is added on to the reserve bid. If you were selling a stone privately to one of we have over 3,000 clients, then we would take a 4% commission against the sale of your stone.
Cheryle, how did you get that ring? Can I just ask, how do you come across something like that?
At an auction.
That's amazing. And what got you interested in colored diamonds in the first place?
I started off in this business 7 years ago, selling sapphires, emeralds, rubies. And in my heart, colored diamonds was just starting to surface. I kept hearing about them. Every woman loves diamonds. I kept hearing, I heard you speak about colored diamonds as an investment. So it's going to be 4 years. I started to research. I started to look at it. I started to believe in it. I started to see the numbers rising like incredible. They were moving so fast, and the stars were buying them. And
yeah.
I watch investments. I buy investments. I'm in the business of investments. I stopped all my sales in other stones, and I put my business straight into colored diamonds.
I want to thank you both for coming in. I want to try everything on in the break.
All right.
And we're going to talk a little bit now about Greek bonds, more of a traditional investment, not for the faint-hearted, obviously, but they were quite a gem of an investment in 2012, if you had the stomach for it.